What's up, guys? Maestro Megatron here. Welcome back to the channel. And here we go. A Friday the 13th update, but not the one we've been waiting for. Not the one we've been anticipating. Not the one that we have been praying and wishing for and loathing for. But no, the one that we've been dreading. The one that I had in the back of my mind and in the pit of my stomach, the bad feeling that I've had for the past 2.5 years about the Friday the 13th franchise and the TV series, Crystal Lake. Friday the 13th, the Crystal Lake series, the plug has been pulled. It has been canceled. And this is coming from a few different sources. One of them being Jeff Snyder, who is in charge of the In Snyder magazine, news, horror news, all that BS, rigor-rack crap. He has just announced that actually not even A24, but it's just been announced that Peacock will not be picking up a Crystal Lake series for God knows only reasons, and the Crystal Lake series has been canceled. They don't know if it's permanent. They don't know if it's been temporary, but it has been announced, according to Jeff Snyder and some other sources in the horror community news, horror magazine news, that the Crystal Lake TV series has been canceled. The plug has been pulled, and like I said, I kind of saw this coming. Because if you think about it, the Victor Miller, Sean S. Cunningham, all that BS in court legal battles that ended back in 2022, we've had 2.5 years of nothing. We've had no news in those 2.5 years, no announcements except one. They said that the Crystal Lake TV series was going to start filming and be in production this coming summer, which we found that out the beginning of this year. I think it was back in January or February. And then we heard nothing after that. So months has went by, and we're like, can you give us a plot? Can you give us a storyline? Can you give us an outline? Anything besides what you announced last year, or even clear back in 2022, that it was going to involve and revolve around Mrs. Voorhees, Pamela Voorhees, and then they were eventually going to bring in Jason. They swore up and down. That's all the news we've heard in 2.5 years. Like I said, no plot, no storyline, no outline. That was the only announcement. So then yesterday, late last night, we get the news that the Crystal Lake TV series, they have pulled the plug. It has been canceled. And Jeff Snyder said in the Jeff Snyder magazine, Jeff Snyder News, Inside Edition, whatever he wants to call his crap, he says they have regretfully need to inform that just the Crystal Lake series has been shelved. They don't know if it's temporary. They don't know if it's permanent. Brian Fuller, who was set to be the executive producer, there's been no comments from him. Nobody really knows if it's true or false, rumor, nothing. Nobody knows for sure. And it even brings up about A24. A24 had picked it up for the Crystal Lake series or any other Friday the 13th movies that was going to be out there. And to me, that lets me know that this probably is not a rumor. This probably is not something that somebody has made up. I think it's probably going to be a true fact and a true statement, and I'll tell you why. Because A24 had no comment. They've had no comment because if this was a rumor and it was untrue that it's been canceled, A24 would have been like, whoa, hey, wait a minute. We never said we were pulling the plug. We never said we were going to cancel it. We never said we were going to stop production and not go through with the Crystal Lake series. We never said that. But A24 instead says no comment. They have made no comment. So that to me lets me know that it is probably true. It has, whether it is temporary, whether it's permanent, it's been shelved, it's been canceled, the plug has been yanked. Just like that. No Crystal Lake series. And I hate to sound like a broken record. Like I said, it doesn't surprise me This has been in the depths of my gut. It's been a gut feeling for a while that it wasn't going to happen anyways. A couple of things. The reason I thought had been thinking this for a while. In 2.5 years, again, have not heard nothing. Here's the thing. My personal opinion, I don't think Sean S. Cunningham, Victor Miller, anybody else that was going to be involved in the Friday the 13th project, such as movies or short films or the Crystal Lake series, I just don't think they care. I don't think they give a damn. Because if they did care about the fan, the only people that cares about this whole thing is us fans. And we have got nothing. Like some other YouTubers and some other people have said, they've got our hopes up high, once again, just to let us all the way down. Just to let us down, break our hearts, us Friday the 13th fans, us Jason Voorhees fans. Once again, we got spanked on the bottom. We got spanked on the keister and said, no, it's canceled. Hearts broken again. And that's just how I feel. I don't think anybody who's in charge of Friday the 13th now, whether it be Sean S. Cunningham, Victor Miller, anybody else that was going to be in charge of any movies that has come out or going to be in charge of the Crystal Lake series, I just don't think they care. And again, like I said, because we would have had projects, movies out the wazoo, out the ass, we would have had projects. For example, it's been 2.5 years. If they really gave a damn what us fans wanted, if they really gave a damn about the Friday the 13th franchise to begin with, we would have at least had 1 or 2 movies by now, or we would have had 1 movie and another one fixing to be advertised and a trailer for it, and we would have had Crystal Lake. We would have had the Crystal Lake series already underway, if not finished, almost finished, and if it was finished, we were going to get it this fall. But we have had nothing but stupid little bunk news that has come along in the past 2.5 years, such as, yes, A24 has taken over the Friday the 13th series, Friday the 13th franchise, and they plan on doing a Crystal Lake series and any kind of movie project that comes their way. That was announced back in 2022, okay? 2.5 years ago, if they really gave a damn about us Jason fans, Jason Voorhees fans, about us Friday the 13th fans, we would at least had 1 or 2 projects out, at least, like I said, 1 movie out, maybe a project in the works, and Crystal Lake series would either be in production already, if not almost done, or would have been done and set for the fall, which would have been perfect, or late summer, which would have also been perfect. In fact, there's a Friday the 13th coming in September, the date Friday the 13th. That would have been perfect for the Crystal Lake series to come out. I guess there's another Friday the 13th date coming in December. That would have been nice if the Crystal Lake series would have come out, or a movie, but we have had nothing in 2.5 years since they've all settled in court and announced that they have settled in court back in 2022. We've had 2 announcements in 2.5 years. The first announcement that A24 had picked up Jason and Friday the 13th this year, the Friday the 13th franchise. That's the only news. And then we got a little bit of news at the beginning of this year, like back in January or February, like I said, that Crystal Lake series was going to be starting production late spring, early summer. That's all we've gotten in 2.5 years. Again, I just don't think they care about the fans. I just don't. Again, because if they did, we would have had projects out already. We would have had movie trailers out already. We probably would have already had a movie out and another one on the way, another trailer, another project, and Crystal Lake. The Crystal Lake series would have already been underway as well. But I just don't think they care. I don't think Victor Miller gives a crap. I don't think Sean S. Cunningham gives a crap. I really don't. I just don't think they care. I don't think they want to put forth the effort. They just don't care about us fans. They don't care about the Friday the 13th franchise. They don't care about the Jason Voorhees character or Pamela Voorhees character. I just don't think they care about it. I just don't think they're in any hurry. I don't think there's any urgency to them like it would be for us Friday the 13th fans. I just don't think it matters to them. And I hate to sound cruel like that, but let's look at all my points that I've thrown out on this video already. They settled in court back in 2022, all that BS crap they went through, and nothing. Not one movie, not one short film, not a trailer, nothing. Nothing for a Friday the 13th movie, nothing for a Friday the 13th project, nothing about the Crystal Lake series, but that they were going, A24 was going to make a Crystal Lake series and make it for and put it on Peacock. And the other announcement was they were going to start production this summer. And we were hoping it was going to be out at the end of the year or early next year or mid next year, but nothing. So therefore, like I said, I just don't think they care. I really don't. They don't care about the projects. They don't care about the franchise. They sure as hell don't care about the fans. And furthermore, I've been saying this ever since they announced the Crystal Lake series a couple of years back. I really didn't have high hopes for it anyways, because they're like, oh, it's going to revolve around Pamela Voorhees and a young Jason, but we're going to bring Jason. We're going to bring the hockey mask and all. I did not believe them. I don't believe in any kind of horror movie project that's going to be out that's going to be made by anybody these days, because all they want to do is take a dump on the fans. And any movie project, especially horror movies and comic book superhero movies such as the MCU and Disney and all that crap, all those shitheads. They want to, like I said, the Crystal Lake series was probably going to pander to the modern audience, the stupid modern audience, stupid brainless modern audience. And what I mean by stupid brainless modern audience, the modern audience that wants a political message to it, a political agenda, and brainwashing to it, and have some stupid political agenda message to it. I guarantee you, I've been preaching it for years. That's how it would have been. So I wasn't looking forward to a Crystal Lake series anyways. I was kind of looking forward to maybe a Friday the 13th movie or another reboot. I would have even taken another reboot for one of the sequels. But no. Instead, the best they could do is say, well, hey, we're going to come out with some Friday the 13th movies, and we really are working on a Camp Crystal Lake TV series where it involves Pamela Voorhees. Who cares? I would rather have a new Friday the 13th movie or a Friday the 13th reboot rather than another stupid ass Halloween project, another ruined Halloween project, because the modern audience and all the modern directors and producers in the horror community that's ruined the horror movie community, they've already destroyed the Halloween franchise. But I would rather have some kind of Friday the 13th project come out, even if it's a reboot, another reboot like they had in 2009. I would have rather taken that. But instead, we'll probably get about 5 more stupid Halloween movies that are going to be ruined by these modern audience pandering directors and producers and all that crap. But again, A24 and Sean S. Cunningham and anybody else that's involved in the Crystal Lake series being canceled, pulling the plug on the project. Is it a rumor or is it true? Again, I think it's true, because if it was just a rumor that somebody made up or they were unsure, A24 would have came out and said, whoa, wait a minute, no, we never said this was canceled. We never said that we were going to stop production and pull the plug on this project. It's coming out. We're coming forth with this. But no, A24, all I've read is they have no comment. Brian Fuller, who was going to be the executive producer for the Crystal Lake series on Peacock, they've had no comment. Peacock has had no comment. There's been nothing. So that tells me that the whole thing is probably true. I hate to say that, guys. I hate to say that, my fellow Friday the 13th fans. My loyal Friday the 13th fans, I hate to say it, but it's probably true. Because again, like I said, A24 would have came out and said, oh, whoa, what the hell's this crap? No, we're still going forward with our Friday the 13th projects, our movies, and the Crystal Lake series. But they did not. They have no comment. Brian Fuller has no comment. Nobody in the Friday the 13th franchise company, whoever owns Sean S. Cunningham, Victor Miller, nobody has said a word, just that the good inside sources in the horror community said that that they pulled the plug. It's canceled. Don't know if it's permanent. Don't know if it's temporary. Personally, I couldn't tell you if it's permanent or temporary, but I do believe the fact that it's not a rumor. I do believe that it's true that A24 has pulled the plug and it has been canceled. I don't think it's happening, because A24 would have came out already and said, no, it's not true. You guys sit tight. Don't worry. We're coming out with Crystal Lake. We're coming out with the Crystal Lake series. We're coming out with Friday the 13th projects, Friday the 13th movies. But no comment on their part. So what do you guys think? Rumor or true? I think it's true. And I told you why, because A24 has said nothing. They have said dick. So there you have it. Crystal Lake series has been canceled. They have pulled the plug. You guys let me know in the comments if you think it's a rumor or if you think it's true, if you think it's permanent or you think it's temporary. You guys let me know in the comments. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm the Maestro Megatron. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you really love this video, please subscribe to the Maestro Megatron channel and become a member of the channel. I offer 3 different memberships on my channel, 3 different packages. Go on my page, go on my channel, check it out. But again, I think the whole thing is true, not a rumor, but you guys in the comments let me know. Till next time, I'm the Maestro Megatron. Stay scary and have sweet nightmares.